I've always done this. I grew up doing what I do, but it just becomes progressively more sophisticated the more you work in an area.
What inspires me is, I think, a typical artist's question that when you see something and you think, oh, why is that? I want to know.
Essentially, I tell stories. I'm a communicator and I like engaging with my community, and we do that through performance.
Noticing problems is part of what creative artists do. I think in terms of the research we're doing and the kind of work that we're creating, what we are looking at is something that is as old as human beings, is how do we live with each other?
And specifically the presence of the body and the presence of bodies together in space, communing in some way and exchanging in some way. And to some extent, those questions often involve the community in how we disseminate our work, how the work relates to its environment, its community. That's a big, big part of the research.
It's very special. I think it's very unique. I've never seen such a thing.
The research is not like you do it, it's done, and then you give it somehow. It's in the giving is the research. It's that moment of communication, that live moment, that live link that's crucial to what we do.
Performance studies is a real burgeoning field at the moment, and one of the reasons for that is I think people are recognizing the importance of that for our survival, essentially. And I know that sounds really grandiose, but essentially that's what our research is.
A lot of our work is really examining, researching what kind of communication it actually is in a world that's very immersed in technologically mediated communication forms.
What do they actually mean by green space?
It means we won't have a view of an A&W on a Shell station across the street.
The piece that we made, The House at the End of the Road, the last version, called Green Space in the end, came about partially because we are living in a community that seems to be ignoring the obvious global problems. We're expanding roads, we're all acting as if this kind of lifestyle that we have is going to just continue without any trouble, which is clearly not the case. So there's a kind of built-in hypocrisy that I picked up on. I said, why is this? So, looking into that, and that's part of what inspired the work process.
From a theoretical point of view, in terms of research, like what we're doing is, like any artist, we are asking questions and exploring them through our discipline.